Hello Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be your 2022 reading in Tarot Solar Sun Studio with me, Caro. In the first part, we will be revealing hopes, highlight and guidance for the new year. And in the second part, we are going to begin from January. We will follow all the months down to December, and we will unreveal each month's dominant energy with most possible circumstances, okay, for each month. This is going to be in the extended part. Now, let's begin with the hopes, highlight and the guidance for you. Leo, thank you so much for joining, for honoring my platform. Now, one more thing for sure, these are general readings, so it is not going to resonate or actualize for everyone watching. That's why please check your other astrological associations as well, if you think those are also working for you. I have a Omni Major Arcana deck with me. We will work this here triple edges with only major arcana cards, because we wanna see some primary energy there. I will also add some fortune cards also to see how energy is likely to overlap and what kind of a pattern it is going to reveal. So let's begin with the hopes. Hopes are very important to acknowledge, because this is also speaking to ourselves, acknowledging something. But later the highlight actually will show us what we really need to give importance first. And this is like the major pattern for most of the months here, okay? And by knowing the hopes and highlight, we will be also receive our guidance here with these cards. So your hopes here comes with the World and the Death. Okay, now that card is endings, and as a result of that, new beginnings. The new beginnings, as you can, these yellow here plants, so something needs to grow there, right? So this is actually when you become really open to the new possibilities in life, in all areas of your life. Leo, your hope here is to leave something behind. What you want to leave behind here can be also something concerning the whole world, or there can be something with regards to your online or digital here personality. Like you may want to revisit some things in your life, your also digital representation at a place. This is one thing I'm now getting intuitively. Plus having the courage, vision to clear out what is no longer serving you, what is no longer serving you, and as you begin walking, to be aware of the diverse qualities of ground beneath your feet here. Sometimes this ground, right, it can be hard, it can be sandy, it may need some ploughing, it may need, you know, these opportunities are also is the ones you also create for yourself. I do feel there is here a new activation in life you are hoping, okay? And that is the symbol of rebirth, right? So that is in many ways, it's a how do they say, commemoration, right, of life. So it's the spring after a long cold winter, and when spring comes, the earth warms up, new seeds and foliage can start to grow, and your hopes to find actually have this sense of renewal, freshness in the air, okay? And everything that animals, flora, fauna, human beings come to life again. So in your hopes, you are inviting life. The world here telling me that you have a particular purpose which may have also effects outside of your very inner circle, but can also maybe touch to the other lives here. And remember, that card is actually from the very historical, very thousands of years ago. That is actually celebrated as a new freedom for the soul in the civilizations and in belief systems. Here actually you are in a way, you know, accepting that something has already served its purpose, but this is not okay. This can go. You can leave behind this. Okay. By the way, the Death card is actually a very revolutionary card in a way that it radically makes that new beginnings launch. So I see some Leos here hoping to give that most radical, brave decisions that maybe that you haven't find the chance or the courage to make. So it's like you are like preparing yourself to the next stage. Okay. At this point then, this is gonna bring you to exercise some new choices in your new year, right? I also feel you are hoping to leave some things behind. The things which you were maybe holding on. Things, people, feelings, right? And that, what that tells us, it encourages us to let go of those harmful habits, things which it has made us stuck. It's actually to set ourselves free from that old habits, which again do not serve us anymore. This is really the essence of change. You are hoping for the change, and you want to really be at the center of that essence of change, the radical purification. Right? This is also Scorpio. It's the work of subconscious. So deep down in your subconscious, if you have been doing the work, especially this is Scorpio, psychology, psychotherapy, transformational spiritual experiences, what is really beyond the visible. So I see here there has been a work you have put out there, like you have X-ray. You see, he's like under X-ray the situation. Now you are gonna see the result of that X-ray in a way that you're gonna give something diagnosis and treatment now, right? So here actually it can serve in the end to your own healing. The sky here actually doesn't, uproot things. It is interesting. Now, the kite actually is not so much well-known tool. This is actually this instrument actually for clearing the undergrowth, especially the weeds. It doesn't actually uproot them. Actually, it permanently prevents them from coming back, which means like you hope something to free you from your past as well. Okay? And it clears the ground for a certain period, right? Also, your hope is actually asking you a question here. To what extent do you ask for a resolution then of your problem or what you go through, right? Or we will just continually coping and cutting off the tops of all our problems, only for them to rigor off, and then returning us to give us that griefs again. Actually here, the energy is, it says be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Like, don't stick only one area here. This card symbol is very strong, and it can really cut the bonds that bind you to the past, okay, to harmful people, harmful feelings, right? And symbolically have this hoping actually to cut them one at a time kind of energy. This is also a part of recycling in life, and we have the world. Like, also there can be that recycling time in a way that if something leaves in your life, okay, a new thing can come with completely in another form. So that because you're gonna give that new seeds. This is really a hope to actually revolutionize your life in any kind of in any way, in any single life area there. So it is very valuable. It is so much valuable to see that in the hopes position, because this is also showing the courage that you have. That how to say, that independent soul. Wow. Okay, so why don't we start the highlights? That was really interesting. By the way, some Leos here may find the chance to connect with like the rest of the world in doing something. Like, you want what you're gonna do, for instance, you want it's gonna create an echo in all the world. Well, we are in a digital age. Excuse me. So I mean, you want something, a particular action here to create an echo, to give that a big echo to the world, like waking things up. But this is really a radical change you will be doing. Scorpio also about other people's money and resources. Banks, credit cards, loans, mortgages, debts, taxes, you know, it's about the other people's resources that comes from outside. There can be here some change, maybe regulation also you expect, which is gonna clear out a problem or like a debt, okay, in the financial way. You may be also finding yourself giving new financial decisions in your journey. Now let's see the highlights. Your highlight, we have the marriage. Leo friends, you have the marriage. This is very much open and direct message. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional life with the Wheel of Fortune. So the highlight for you is situations. Now, as we will see, this is the highlight of your year. For sure, it can indicate your own marriage if you are married. So if there has been ups and downs, okay, so you're gonna go through that maybe karmic cycle with a person. So it is gonna be tested that you will find some changes happening in your marriage, and you will ultimately bring the changes that it needs, or in general your commitments. But this can be also some Leos are interacting with people's situations, which can also bring them that marriage partner, okay. Circumstances that we will see in the months may also bring that marriage partner that person that you will share your life with from now on. Wheel of Fortune is the cosmic, it's the celestial force which is also making that matchmaking. It is in a way, I mean, you are here in each event. You're gonna feel that you are standing in before that wheel, which is slowly spinning. And actually, as it spins, it always reminds us that changes in our fortune as well, which you have gone through in your journey up to this point, and will be also going through with regards to your commitments, okay? With regards to your commitments. Can be also, we have this term, married with children, married with work. So whatever your commitment there, it is gonna be tested. But if there is no one also in your life, this may also make you to commit from now on through a marriage, so you can meet with that person, okay? So it's a very strong symbol with this. The Wheel of Fortune in the highlight will raise some issues also for you. Even like you meet with that person, you may go through a lot of ups and downs with them, for instance, as it is tested with the Wheel of Fortune, because this may raise many issues in our life as well, right? And ultimately telling us that even the marriage is highlighted, ultimately all areas are there reconnected. So some Leos, like in this configuration of cards, maybe some Leos want to the death, the hopes, and the marriage, like maybe want to leave a marriage behind. Maybe some of you have this divorce going on, or the divorce has happened, but this you know, there are still these lingering effects of it. You are now trying to merge with that person, okay? It can be. Or like you're hoping to and maybe what is not functional in terms of relationship patterns, and hoping to merge with a new person, that it can be. Or literally like changing all life, even the meaning of the marriage for you. So as this is the radical revolutionary card, you may also revolutionize your marriage. But you know, to me it feels like though if you get even married at this year, okay, it may be a result of a particular cycle, but there can be new adventures there with a special someone as well. I mean, these can involve its own chances. It's like the roulette in wheel in the casinos. So it involves chance there as well. So this is to be on the move, and the marriages, the commitments being on the move, right? So there is maybe a mobility in the marriage. Like it may be taken to like new heights, or it may be elevated to a place. Even if you meet someone new and get married there. So like you may, for instance, be the partner moving from place one to another, moving from one situation to another, right? Because the principle with the wheel is that nothing stays the same, and even the marriages. Even in an existing marriage, this may help you to make those changes needed, right? Because if it's that evolving energy all the time with the Wheel of Fortune. And it says if we get stuck in one condition for too long, there is something wrong with it, you know? It's always the celestial forces you, okay? In the situations with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, one of the messages here is you really need to see in your situations what you could change to move on to the next situation. Otherwise, you may be at the risk of going back to where you started from, okay? Wheel of Fortune energy is not necessarily what we want, but what we need in order to progress in life. And with the marriage, there can be also some this destined, really, like fated in a way that this is what has celestial forces like measured for you and put in front of you as a chance, okay? So you know, expect also, you may go through some things, it may not make sense, and it may make sense also later, like everything, because Wheel of Fortune, you understand the big picture kind of thing. Of course, good fortune can come there as well. We will be seeing in the each of the months in the extended. It may this good fortune, it may connect you with your own principle of generosity, givingness, okay, reciprocation in the relationships. It may relate you that bigness of the spirit, okay? You may feel incredibly lucky at times, right? You may realize actually the work and intention you put in your co-creation is actually paying out. Like some good fortune is really coming to you. This is also a bit highlight is also fate. Fate sometimes can be an ability to bounce back after you have had a setback as well, okay? Because you keep going, no matter how hard it was, that bounce back. And sometimes, you know, it's very interesting, whatever we go through in life, the harder we hit ground, the higher we will sometimes rise into the air due to that force, you know? Changing directions. This can be a time that you appreciate your good fortune, counting your blessings. This can be a time that you also rejoice in the good fortune of others, okay? It may help you to move up one step at the time in your marriage's commitments, but with this energy, don't promise more than you can deliver, okay? And definitely develop your faith. Definitely be moderate in everything you do. Send blessings, be patient, have faith, work with love, and help will come to you from within and from without, that cosmic force. Guidance, coffin, and the judgment. To our story, coffin is the death card. Natural endings abound. Take care with your health as well. Now here, I want to, I'm trying to see now the context of this card. Marriage, the death, and also the judgment. You see here also a family with a child. Some Leos really go through changes in their family units. And some natural cycles will complete itself and new will begins. If they also want to like continue with a particular partnership, marriage, family setup, they really need to leave some things behind and got to open, follow some new horizons there. You definitely need to embrace the change And you know, your cards are the biggest in the whole major arcana stash. Three of them has come together. This is something very strong, Leo. This is not happening to beat you down or something. This is happening for you. And with those situations, up and down, crisis, the opportunities rise. Remember, the opportunity, the word opportunity in Chinese is equal to the word crisis. So this is also a chance for a spiritual awakening through your circumstances, because you're gonna find a lot of spiritual uplift. But guidance here also, if you think miss a chance, like in doing something, you will be always given that last exit. And the guidance is following that without transformation, progress is not possible. Right? Now, the guidance is to follow the major changes in this year. Okay? Take the transformation. Definitely. It's hard to for fixed signs to take this. But that Aquarius Saturn, that Aquarius also you know, placements was challenging you. Now here, there will be times also you will judge others, you will judge yourself, and but at some point the judgment is stopping. What needs to come to natural end is like living your life, and this is the point when that true experience of powerful transformation actually takes place. Okay? Your guidance is to look at the major changes to which your life has seen now go throughout 2022, and see and recognize that, because that changes you, change people, right? And you may go through some things and you may find yourself release from it as well, right? This is like from caterpillar to butterfly. And I feel though, whatever you go through, there is always this thought of fulfillment in the end, which will make you keep going in your story, I do feel. There is a particular pressure in this, okay? And judgment is also, with the coffin card, it's an association with pressure, but it asks you, okay, how you gonna respond to it, and remember the best pearls, diamonds, okay, they also happen with a particular pressure, right? This is not a year of you coping. This coping word or challenging to something is no more working this year. This is definitely about the real change, instead of skimming along the surface of problems. This is really a change that needs to take place. You will really respond and learn to take action. And definitely coping is not favored. You got to take this change. And it may also like you are reawakening to your circumstances, to your senses, to your feelings. The guidance is to be adaptable, dear Leo, to let go of what no longer serves you, don't judge others or yourself. Rather, explore yourself and explore others. Ask questions. Change instead of copying, it says. Okay? This is going to be reforming. This is like the reform, like the renaissance of your life. Okay? So take this motivation and ride through that waves. Now, Leo, your cards are really super strong, and I do feel your reading is feeling to me like how do they say, quite poetic. Okay, quite poetic. If I would maybe start a novel and write down the story, and if I got to pull out 3 cards from a deck, and if they ask me, you know, which cards would you want them to be, of course they will randomly energetically come, but I would want these 3 cards to start, to give me that push. So this is really impressive. It's a very impressive reading. The meaning of life will be intensified here. Okay, the meaning of life will be intensified. Things that wasn't stressed out will be stressed out. At some point, living will feel like you don't go for average, but you are really seeking that peace and fulfillment, and this combination can bring you that peace and fulfillment of living, definitely. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now I'm going to begin from January in the extended, and we will do cards for each month here. You can find the extended version in the description box below. Check also in the community section as well. Now I will upload this video. By the time you watch it, maybe the link to description won't be ready, but check the description box below, and it is gonna take you to the extended version. The extended version will be for the 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and 9 of Cups level membership. If you are considering to explore this reading with me further, the readings usually extended are usually more than 1 hour, and this is the format, how we explore each card's energy. With the most dominant energy comes here with a card, and we have this our big helpers tea leaf cards to see the circumstances and situation, and where needed I'm gonna go and use some army of oracle cards here for also some extra guidance, and this will be what we'll be doing for the next 11 cards, interpreting each of them with also in relationship to the context here. So extended will be ready soon. I will publish it in the community section, or it's gonna be in the description box below. Stay tuned, and I will see you there if further interested, Leo friends. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.